to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 81 of getting my name out there, lending a voice to my characters. Doesn't that just sound so highfalutin? I just charm myself when I say things like that. So, Inside the Scary Mind, the coronavirus. No, I don't have the coronavirus. I do have a sinus infection. You can't tell. And the only reason I knew I had a sinus infection is my face hurt, and it wasn't my teeth. So I figured we've been on this road before. So I went to urgent care. I'm sitting in urgent care, and there's everybody hacking lungs, sniffling, snorting. Like, oh my God, let me just go sit in this little tiny room that's reserved for children where nobody else is sitting so I'm not exposed to all these germs. Oh, good gravy. I fall in a couple of the at-risk categories. I'm over 50. I have compromised lungs and I have asthma. So all these things are making my kids freak out, saying, "Mom, maybe you should just quarantine until like forever, until all this stuff settles down." Ah, me and my echinacea, my airborne, I'm all over it. But seriously, I got to see the doctor after waiting 60, almost 90 minutes. I see the doctor. She's like, "Yeah, it's sinus infection. Okay, it looks like it's moving to your ears. We're going to put you on some augment and go away. Have a nice day." So take my little prescription, go out of the Walgreens. The Walgreens is packed. I had to stand in line 20 minutes just to drop off a prescription. Not even pick it up, just drop it off. So I told the guy, "I'll wait." Okay, so I'm wandering around, spending money. You ever notice these drugstores tell you, "Oh, it'll be about 20, 30 minutes, enough time for you to spend some money." That thing could be ready in 5 minutes, but they get you to spend more money. So I'm waiting, I get my prescription, and the guy behind the counter says, Dina Lev? Yeah. Now, mind you, the place is packed. I got people on the right, the behind me on the left, people sitting in the chairs waiting for their consultation for their shots, blah, blah, blah. It's not private. Anybody is going to be listening because I know I was listening to them. Some guy, some older man, had to be pushing a hard 80, was picking up prescription for a pain prescription for his post-surgical wife who had just had hip replacement. So me knowing things and a lot of people knowing things, we understand it's probably going to be some high level oxy or something like that because post hip surgery is extremely painful. The man is dressed very casually, but country club casual. And his keys, he's got a Mercedes fob on his keys. He may drive a hoopty, but looking at him the way he is, no, he's driving a Mercedes. He's picking up a prescription for his wife. And then he gives off his address. I know this address. It's in the highfalutin posh area of Apex, just bordering Cary. And those are the multi-million dollar houses. If I was a less than scrupulous person, if I was wanting to get some drugs, I now know where this man lives. He's old. It's not going to be hard to push in on his house, go get those drugs, and leave. And so when it's my turn to go up and get my medication, the guy behind the counter says, Adina Lev. Well, now everybody knows my name. Thank you. And they know my government name. That's a throwback to a throwback. And he says, "Can I get your address?" I said, 7015. And he said, "The street name." I said, "No. How about if I show you my license? Because I don't want everybody here knowing where I live." So I showed him my license and I said this to him. He looked at me like I was a paranoid schizophrenic or something. So I showed him my license. So, will that work? Yeah, it works. Dude, why are you giving my information out to the general public? Because there's no privacy here. And just think about it. All these women are saying, "I'm being stalked. Somebody's breaking into my house. You have drug addicts looking for drugs." All they got to do is sit there and listen and write down the addresses as they're set out. And boom, there you go. They have marks. So Walgreens needs to step up and they ask you to input your address, your phone number for your frequent shopper points. How about if you put it up there because, oh, Best Buy, they have it on their courtesy screen. Is that address correct? Yes, it is. So I don't have to blurt out my address. It's boom in front of me. I hit yes. Maybe Walgreens should step up and do that. I actually called their corporate number customer service and complained about this. They don't think. They're just, oh, yeah, boo, fuck HIPAA. What about safety and security? That's the way the scary mind thinks, but it's not just scary mind thought. It is you going through looking articles about in the newspaper people who have older people who have push-in crimes where somebody just knocks on the door, pizza delivery, the old guy opens, I didn't order pizza, shove in, go ransack the house, beat down the couple, maybe even kill them, and get what you want and leave. And by the time they get their wits about them to call 911, boom, you're gone. It's not a hard stretch. It's in the papers, it's on the TV shows. It's not a hard stretch. Oh, so inside the scary mind, this has been one hell of a busy week, and I'm not even, I'm writing the next chapter in my head, but I'm also putting in a conduit because we're getting fiber optic out here because we live in the middle of nowhere. But society is rapidly closing in, housing developments are closing in, and one of the good things about that, one of the few good things, is we will be able to get better internet. But to do that, AT&T has to literally dig through and run the fiber optic cable to the house. They're not going to run it around the house. I have to run a electrical conduit. No, electricity is not going to be good, but it's electrical PVC. Run the conduit from inside the house to outside the house to around the house to the telephone box on the other side of the house. I get to do this. I've done most of it. I got 90% of it done. I just have to glue it all together now. But that has been a big focus of my time, be that and the internship at the private investigator's office, which is cool. It is so cool. I can't say anything about any of the ongoing cases, but it's cool. But since I do write his blog, I go through the case studies. I talked about this a couple episodes ago. So this week's case study, a man wants to prove that his wife is cheating. That's the case study. And the private investigator's response is retake the case. So, as the private investigator is asking for more details, he said, what makes you think your wife is cheating on you? Well, I ran across her Tinder profile. What? The private investigator wrote in his notes, OMG. How did you run across her Tinder profile? Well, I was just trolling on Tinder. Wait, you have a Tinder account and you're trolling. You find your wife's profile and you got upset. What about your profile? Because to swipe left or right, you have to have a profile. So, like, talk about a double standard. And it brought to mind the Pina Colada song. If you like Pina Coladas, he's answering a personal's ad and finds out it's his girlfriend. So same thing. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna put case Pina Colada case because I get to label what these cases are. But can you imagine? Yeah, my wife's cheating on me. How do you know? Because while I was cheating on her, I found her profile, so she's cheating on me. Dude. And later on, as the case developed, it turns out that that was the way they met was on Tinder, and he was involved in another relationship previous to that. So he is a serial cheater, but when it happens to him, he gets upset. I'm telling you, this is going to be an entire series in the book line I write when I'm done with Norma's story and Bill's story. Yeah, I'm going to write my dad's wartime story because he was in Vietnam. He's passed, God rest his soul. But his was a compelling story of God not wanting him dead for some reason. So that's another time for another story and another book and another series. This has been Adina Lev inside the Scary Mind of a Writer. If you like this, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down, subscribe, share, and hi, Sherry. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Raynell. Hi, Josh. Hi, Joel. Hi, Jay. Hi, Sam. Hi, Lexus. Hi, Judy. Hi, did I forget anybody? Hillary. Hey, Hillary. I think I got everybody, and it's been under 10 minutes. Y'all be safe and be healthy. Wash your hands. Bye.